Hi, Davir, and today we have a new episode in the Art Review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Just One Delation. Now, I'm not sure if they have a name. They may have a name on their Instagram page, but I can't access it right now only because I don't have internet as of this recording. But the tag or their user tag thing is Just One Delation. I will link their page in the description below. So they do have this really interesting style. Like, it's so my thing. Like, it's kind of messy. Well, not messy. I think the proper term is impressionistic, which is definitely a soft spot for me. Um, like, like it just feels rich. By the way, I saw one of they have an image here of this, but I think I reviewed this specific artist in the past. I'm not even sure. It could have maybe it's like a collab or something or fan art. I'm not even sure, but I feel like I've reviewed this artist. Sultan of Isk, yes, I did, but I'm not sure why it's in their downloaded folder because I have a folder here of Just One Delation, and it's basically their entire like image library on Instagram. Usually I try to pick and choose which image to like feature, but sometimes if I'm lazy, I just download the whole thing. Um, but yeah, anyway, I like it. I also like the how it feels so warm, like very cyberpunk-ish. Um, like if you look at this red bit here, it just contrasts that to the cooler background in terms of temperature. It just feels so like nice to look at. Now, this may not seem as detailed, but I do enjoy these types of works just because visually it's attractive to me. It could be like a sci-fi concept, looks very cyberpunk-ish, some different color themes. I'm guessing they're playing with maybe the graded maps or something like that. Oh, I like this one too. And I'm interested, like, how do they find they pick and choose the colors? Maybe they have like a photo to begin with, and then they color pick from that, which is a very common like technique, especially in the concept art space. Because I do like the variety of hues and values. Like, it's not as simple, where you only have like three major values, three major colors, stuff like that. It's whoa, right? And for stuff like this, for as long as it looks good or it makes sense from afar, because I think when they're painting something like this, it's about the overall vibe and not so much the details, right? However, if you do zoom in, it kind of becomes like abstract art. Like the shapes can still look somewhat interesting, right? Reminds me a little bit of maybe Shinko Kim. They have some work like this, focusing more on like mecha stuff. Dude, and the color choice, very like saturated. In this case, the background is like red, very saturated. More close-up shots, more color variations. I think I enjoy this one more. And by the way, the red and green, these are complementary colors. So even like the blue, and maybe they're using color balance for these types of like color experimentation. Well, they all look kind of good. I mean, it kind of makes sense, even if this is all black and white, like all in grayscale, because the values are like separated in an interesting way, regardless of the colors you add in later on. It's still gonna look good. Oh, this one's kind of nice. I heard this advice somewhere that more often than not, the colors don't even matter at all, for as long as the values are right. So obviously, when you're designing something specific, you have to have the colors right. But in the general theoretical sense, your image can still look visually good, even if the colors are like all over the place, but the values are, if they're correct, like people will forgive you for the colors you choose. Do you see how rich these strokes are? Like, it's not just one major. I mean, yeah, you see like one major shape for the arm, but what I mean is, when it comes to the actual paint strokes, it's very filled up. It's very diverse. It feels full, and maybe that adds to the appeal. Even though it's not too detailed or not too refined. Like, it's not like splash art, like the typical splash art you see for like games, because it's so filled with strokes. It kind of compensates for that. Like, it makes it look bountiful, like a very lush forest or something. Think of like Feng Zhu's work. If you look at his like paintings, environmental paintings, environment concept art, they're kind of impressionistic, but it feels just full because there's so many strokes. So I think it's similar to that. I like how the head is like glowing. Pretty cool. Different color choices. This one's kind of like a gooey thing. Very interesting. Oh, ferocious. I like how the part of the arm is like glowing a little bit. It looks very classical, like a classical painting. Like, even the proportions of this like bull demon thing, like you often see this with old school paintings, like classical art types of stuff. And do you see how it's all brown, right? Earth tones, but it feels rich. It feels varied. I think they use color dodge for the specific part a little bit. I like that. Yeah. That is so freaking cool. Like, it feels actually like hot. In a way, it's almost starting to look like metal. Like bronze or something. I like that. Oh, there you go. And I can zoom in on those strokes. You can see the tiny little strokes. Look at this. I mean, if you look at the overall silhouette, look at how clean those edges are. But inside this overall silhouette for this character, it does become kind of chaotic in its own way. But it works because the silhouette is clear. And we've seen this enough times in the channel where even if the painting, for example, this part right, it seems it can be a lot, but you can contain it by simply making sure the silhouette of the overall subject is like clean and cut. Like, it contains the chaos. It's like organized chaos. Oh wow. Right. Pretty cool. They seem to really love experimenting with colors. Wow, kind of hot. Nice abs. Of this like skeleton god king knight. I like how the hips are like moving to the side a little bit. It's like, it's almost, yeah, they're swinging a sword, but it's almost like seductive. I'm so lonely. It's just nice to look at when you have like all sorts of hues in there. It can seem like a lot, but it's refreshing to see. Wait. Could this be like the reference? It's at Bone does stuff. I think it's from the same world as my guess. A lot darker. But it also feels somewhat experimental. Right? Like the way they paint. Reminds me a little bit of Faraz Shanyar. He's a One of the first concept artists I reviewed in the channel. I think it's from Iran. There's also another guy. Oh my, I'm forgetting the name. But I do know a couple of Iranian artists to have this similar stuff. Maybe they're from a similar school. I don't know. But he kind of has this look. And for the brushwork, they're not really focused too much on like super big brushstrokes. It tends to be from like medium to small brushstrokes. Dude. Oh, kind of creepy. You know, this is the part I don't like, the iterative process. Because to me, it's just extra work. I mean, I know it's necessary, right? But it can be tedious. Now, if you look at the style here, it's becoming a little more like splash art, like because it's the smoothness too. I associate splash art with smoother rendering. What the? Oh yeah, when I was transferring these photos, there was like a lot of I think my connection was faulty, so a lot of images were not transferred as well. That sucks. But they definitely have a lot more work. I'm gonna go back to. You do notice that there was like a style change, like starting here, right, and then you go forward to the more recent work. It becomes more crunchy, right? Kind of like this. Let's find it. I think after this guy. Here you go. I do prefer this look a little more. Again, I do have a bias. As much as I like the splash art kind of vibe, visually, I have a soft spot for this kind of thing, the more impressionistic kind of. Oh, you know what? Another artist I would recommend, lixin. Yin, Lixin space Yin. And even the color choice is similar to, because I think they like using earth tones as well, like very earthy kind of colors. Yeah, the glowing thing, I like that. It doesn't even have to take up the whole image, just a part of it. Same thing here for the head. It just like something has to stand out, something has to call to your attention, right? Or call your attention. Dude. And it shows you that once you're done painting, you don't have to stay with the original colors. You can just experiment and see what sticks, what looks good. And you don't have to figure everything out, right? You just have to work on things stroke by stroke. And then everything is just trial and error, experimentation until you find something that's satisfactory. So I do like seeing stuff like this. This is pretty cool. I want the original one. Dude, that is so sick. Oh. Now to model this kind of thing, I don't know how I would do that. But the concept itself, to me, it's super attractive. So I'm gonna link this artist's page in the description below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.